Welcome back. If your clothes are fitting a bit more snug after the Thanksgiving holiday, don't be discouraged. Start now with an inch loss plan that will carry you through the new year and beyond. Here to help is Ramaya DeCrow, Coolsculpting specialist from MD Body and Med Spa. All right, let's talk about Coolsculpting because really this is what we're talking about. How does it work?
So it's a great way for anyone who's trying to redefine their body. Any stubborn, fat that's resistant to diet and exercise, Coolsculpting is a great way to get rid of that. Even through the holidays, even if you're doing a process of weight loss right now, it's a great way to kickstart your journey. The process is essentially freezing fat cells down to a certain degrees, and at that point they die off. So you no longer have those fat cells in that one area that we have treated.
Well, and it seems, don't we all sort of, even men, women of all ages, really that belly area seems to be the one. Or is that just me? It seems especially after we've been eating and drinking and having so much fun around the holidays, that seems to be the one spot we always want, right?
Right, and I would say that is probably the most popular. Also those stubborn love handles. I mean, when you want to pull up those jeans and you've got that thing.
Stubborn's
that's
a good word.
Right. For both men and women. But we get great results from the chin all the way down to the knees, honestly, and in between. So we're getting good results all around.
All right, who's a good candidate for this?
Believe it or not, we like squishy fat. I'm sure most of us are like, well, I have that. But we love to have enough that we can actually fit into the application. At that point, we can actually suck it in, kill those fat cells, and then we use a device that's actually unique to us. It's the sound wave technology, and what that does is it actually breaks down even more of those fat cells in that area, and it helps to really get a good, clean treatment.
No, absolutely. And your customers love you. Let's go ahead and listen to one.
Through my diet, I could control my weight, but there were always those stubborn spots that I just couldn't get to go away. And when I saw the ad and I knew that it was non-invasive and that the downtime was going to be nothing, I wanted to investigate. And so I gave them a call and went in for a consultation. During that consultation, I worked with Tina, and we talked about the areas of my body that I wasn't happy with and what was going to be within her power to fix. And so I was really excited by that and made an appointment.
She sure did, and I'll tell you, she's been super happy with it. Tell them, everyone at home, about the special you've got going on.
So we always have competitive pricing, probably the best actually for our locations, but then we're adding on an additional 25%, and then that sound wave that I was talking about, that's an additional like $300 value that you get for free.
Well, let's talk about the sound wave a little bit, because just to explain a little bit more for people who don't understand, you go ahead, you put that applicator on like we saw before, and then this is the actual sound wave. Once you've taken the applicator off, you've frozen that fat, you have to break it up, right?
Yeah, so most of our competitors use a manual massage, and sometimes hands can't do the same thing as what a machine can. One, it's very painful, and two, we're just not sure if we're getting in there and breaking up those fat cells that have actually been frozen. So the sound wave is great because we can go over the areas, it's not painful, it actually helps to get all of the little fat cells that may be still hidden underneath some of the tissues released, so that, like I said, you get a really good, clean treatment.
That's pretty cool, and that's a great value that they're getting too if you call today and make sure you ask for that. Okay, other areas that, under the arm area, this is one of those things where this is one of the best responding areas, wouldn't you say, for Coolsculpting?
Yes, because I think, you know, for us ladies, we generally have a harder time to get rid of our back fat of the arm, the back fat wings.
We just don't have those biceps a lot of time. Not everyone. Some women have wonderful arms, I'll tell you. I wish I had them. But this, you can see the big difference.
Absolutely. This is one treatment, and I mean, it almost looks like it's in half. So it's a great way to get rid of that fat back there. It's an easier way to release the fat. The arms have, since have more movement, more circulation, that lymphatic system likes to pick those up, and the fat goes out a lot faster.
Now this is also nice because there's no downtime. You can go in on your lunch break, have this done, and it's also not just for women but for men too.
Men love it. They are addicted after usually one treatment. I mean, you can see here, this was only 2 treatments, and it's pretty much in half of what he had before. So he lost a good 50% of his fat that he had in the first place. So yes, men are definitely addicted. I always say I think they're more vain than us women.
Well, and it seems to come a little easier, I will say. I know that just speaking, of course we're biased because we seem to think it takes longer. Well, Ramaya, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. Now, here's what you really need to know. The first 15 callers receive 25% off. So call now and you'll receive that complimentary sound wave treatment we told you about with the purchase of a Coolsculpting package at $200 value. Call Westminster location at 303-466-0100 or Greenwood Village at 303-220-1100. Visit freezefatdenver.com. MD Body and Med Spa paid for today's segment. Keep it here.